Hello everyone, this is Tyler here again. This is video number 2 of our how to view a workout in Training Peaks once it has been uploaded. So last time we talked about the bars, the graphs, and what all the data is associated with that workout. We'll talk a little bit about it again here today, but just know that those blue bar graphs are going to be the workout targets that we have prescribed for you based off of your metrics, your power output, your pace, heart rate, all that stuff, whatever you're targeting. And off to the right-hand side is what we're going to actually get into this time. So up here you have the duration of the workout, the distance, and the total stress score, the amount of stress that was theoretically placed upon you over the course of this workout. Digging into that a little bit deeper, you can see that this work right here, the 484 kilojoules that were burned over the course of this workout, that is showed for you right there. Normalized power, you will also see power down here. Average power, right now it's selected for the whole thing. We'll do that in a little bit. Average power is just a blanket, how the average was over the course of that workout. Normalized power, a little bit different here. That is a weighted average based off of the terrain that you've done, the intensity that you're throwing out. So typically when you have an indoor workout, it's going to be a little bit different, higher or lower, depending on your power meter or trainer that you are putting the power out on. So just know that this might be a little bit different and probably will be most of the time here, inside and outside, and that is a-okay depending on the rod. Power to heart rate ratio over the course of this workout, this athlete had a 0.8%, a negative 0.8, which tells me that this athlete is definitely fit enough to handle these intervals and probably did not tax them a bit. But here's where we're going to start to dig into a little bit. If you click and drag over the course of this workout, it will take that, and I'm going to click this button over here to zoom, right, to help show this. All these numbers and metrics changed over here. So now looking at the power to heart rate ratio over the course of the main intervals here, you can see that that is a little bit higher. It's still below 5, which definitely tells me that this athlete can definitely handle this work and they are fit enough to recover in time for tomorrow's workout or 2 days from now. You know, the intensity factor of this, and I'm just going to zoom out to not confuse you guys. Deselect that. The intensity factor of this workout here was a 0.94. So anytime you're looking at this, this is a 94% out of 100. You can go over 100, and you probably will a couple times a year if we do the training right. And this is definitely true in the early part of the training with me or with any other coach. When you do this, your zones haven't been set up yet typically for those first couple of weeks, and you're going to see outrageous things like 1.5 or 1.8. And that is because your zones probably are not set up correctly to you. Over time and over tweaking, we will get this right, and this will become more accurate after about 30 or 40 days of using the platform. Variability index, this is a 1.2 over the course of this workout. You can see here, let me hide the heart rate. I showed you guys how to do that in the last video. Make sure you turn into video number 1 if you do not know, or you can just go back and watch me do that. The variability of the power, because that is the main metric, the main thing that we are targeting over the course of this workout. If the workout targets heart rate, it's going to be variable off of the heart rate or speed. Whatever you are targeting over the course of that workout is what that is going to show up as. Because this is a VO2 type workout right here, this is a more variable workout than what you typically will see. In a steady state, if it's perfectly steady, you're going to have a 1.0, right? In a crit style fashion, you're going to see those 1.3s, 1.4s, maybe even 1.5s or higher, right? Obviously, if you're going longer distance, you're going to want to limit that variability over the course of your ride. And if you do something like this over the course of, say, a full distance triathlon, then you're probably going to set yourself up for failure when you do that run. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it on a more personal level, but that is what the variability index means. EF is efficiency factor. That is telling us how efficient you are over the course of this workout. In itself right here, That doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot right now, but over time, if you're actively tracking that, that is a great metric that we definitely will utilize to show us if you're getting more fit or you're able to handle some of these training stressors while also becoming more efficient at it. Think like a more efficient heartbeat, getting a little fitter, all those things kind of get in line right there. I did this before, but I want you guys to take note of these numbers down here. And when I click and drag and select something, these numbers are definitely going to change over here. And you can do that over the course of all of these intervals, but that does get a little cumbersome. So what I suggest that you guys do is I'm going to click on the laps button over here, and I'm going to scroll down to about the middle here so you can get a good read on, let's go a little deeper here. There we go. On say interval 3 right here, you can see that's lap 15 in this workout, but you can actively compare it and see what's happened over time in each of these different intervals. So you can see right here on this third interval, this person averaged about 182 watts. The next one, 180. The one after that, 175. So you can see they're starting to decline. 75 again. And then they start to bring the power back up again, which is really, really great to see. I'm not a big fan of the big decline, but overall, right, these metrics will change, and it becomes a lot easier for both you and I to see what's happening over these different laps. And if we have a longer couple of laps over there, or intervals, think 3 by 20 minutes, that's going to become really, really handy to know and to be able to see very, very easily. If you are looking at your heart rate, that's going to be one of the things that pop up over here is heart rate markers. You can see there is a blue circle on the heart and the lightning bolt. That's because this athlete has been tracking power, which you can see in the purple, and heart rate, which I will show you heart rate in red right here. This is a peak power or peak metric indicator for this workout right here. And to help explain it, I'm going to go to the power one because it has a peak power metric for the 5-minute area. And that is a circle badge, which means it is a peak power over this year. So as of, I'm filming this in 2022, and this is a peak metric for 2022, right? The star badges, right? This is a peak power output forever, right? So this is the second highest 20-minute output that this athlete has experienced ever in a workout or any recording of a workout. Same thing for the hour. This is the all-time peak power performance over the course of an hour for this athlete. And that is a general breakdown of all the stuff. If you want to dig into the things a little bit deeper, and you have one of these peak power things, you can hit compare. I'm going to go to the 20-minute one, and you can see here that this athlete, see, here's one of the, another tip for you, easy bike, you know, that is a athlete that's just starting out and the power zones weren't necessarily there. And you can see where the power is going over time. You can do it all time, or you can go to the years, right? You can do heart rate if you want, power. You can do, I think, up to a couple of hours in here, and then you can change it to a different sub-sport if you want as well. And you can dig into the different workouts, right? You just click the view button, it will pop up that other peak performance so you can view that. And that is a quick breakdown for a little bit deeper dive of how to view a workout. If you have any questions, make sure you watch video number 1 or reach out to me directly. I'll happily answer any questions that you guys have.